Celebrate good times. Celebrate good times. Come on! Hello. Thank you very much for the £20, Jag. That is very much appreciated. I need to get the HUD back up. Let's rerun this, and hopefully this is gonna rerun. It should. Oh, that's nice. It's not gonna work, is it? Welcome back to the channel, by the way, Jack. You've not been around for a little while, have you? Don't remember seeing you the last few days. Kin! Yes, I do remember you. Jack as well, hello. Stu and Sean and Nathan, hello, hello, hello. Did we all see... Hello, MJ! Did we all see the very important thing that released today on the Mod Hub? 40 Modding's first mod on console. The Bale Fork that was secretly somewhat hidden on his Facebook page for the last little while has released to console today, and he had no idea until I told him just before the stream. He was pleasantly surprised. Where's the straw trigger on I don't know. Are you looking for the cell trigger, Pat, or like for the cows? I can tell you where the bale trigger is. You've been a bit busy. I figured as much, Jag. I actually said that to Landy last night. We were talking about you a bit, and I said he's not been in my stream as much, but as long as he's in yours, I know he's fine. that's the important thing. Why is Spudputer doing this? Spudputer, I know that I pause the stream every time, but please don't just jam like that. For the cows, I would imagine it's inside in the shed. Last video this morning, it was a bit chaotic. I kind of made snap decisions in that video. I don't disagree with them though. I think the cedar is probably the better option. Who's Andy? I don't know. Don't know when Cecil's will come. Hopefully soon. But no, I don't. Bradley, hello. And Blackout, hello. Hello, hello, hello. And William Peterson as well. Patterson. On the right hand side gate when looking at it at the cow shed. Thank you, Faye. I've not given the cows any straw yet, so. Hopefully one of your 2 rules will be chosen. Quick, go through... See if I've replied, because... If somebody suggests a rule, then I do reply, with, like, whether or not I'm gonna put it into the wheel. Or any alterations I make to the rule to put it into the wheel. Or potentially for the future, because some rules need some tweaking to work for YouTube. They're on the wheel. Oh, sweet. I didn't use that word exactly. I said they wouldn't work. Because bear in mind, I need to have something that works on YouTube and that doesn't involve me doing 16 hours of off-camera work in between episodes. So it really needs to be like specific styles of rules that work. Milk sale time. Oh yes, milk sales and crop rotation. Yeah, I might need to tweak the milk sell time one because I've not seen what the game looks like before 8 AM, but with a tweak or two, maybe that will definitely work. You're debating something right now. Your cousin, instead of using work for you, you can help him, but not sure if you want to do the kind of a job with more work. You forgot about being able to buy bales. GG Pa. Hello Tom, how are you doing? And I'm Farmer, hello! Welcome along for the day. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. How are you doing today, NM Farmer? What is it? What is what? What's that brake mod like? I don't know, I'm not all that interested in it, Jack. It doesn't look all that interesting to me, so I'm not downloading it. Yeah, bales can be bought in base game. That's default now, which is pretty sweet. You doing good, Tom? Good to hear. That song I just played? It's me singing in the shower. Can you hear the me in that singing? Thank you very much, Pa. Daily routine, get up, school, give money to Dave. You don't need to do the last bit, but it's very much appreciated. Last thing they'll get there is the RAM. That's something you can put in kind of with the entire computer built at least. Unless the cooling system blocks the RAM ports. So I watched a bit of a stream earlier on that Landy sent to me because Airbus were test flying their new Beluga XL, which is one of the more ridiculous looking aircraft in the sky. I'll be honest, if you haven't seen it, you need to look up pictures of the Beluga XL. It has a smiley face drawn on it. Like, it's that silly looking that Airbus figured that it was only fitting that they drew a smiley face on it. This is the same company that, as was announced today, has killed the A380, drawing a smiley face on a big plane. That was it, Yanis. It was the Beluga XL. They were test flying that today. And by God, does it have good brakes? Because that thing like landed and then just instantly stopped. What notifications did I get through on my phone? Is there anything important? Not particularly. Looks like a lot. It looks like a Beluga. That's why it's called the Beluga. If you look up Beluga, it actually does look like one. And Beluga is the type of whale. Did you hear about the Mars rover? I did hear about Opportunity, sadly. But at the same time, that thing lasted... It was supposed to last 90 days, it lasted 15 years. So, it's not... It's quite hard to be upset about Opportunity ending its mission. But at the same time, like it is a bit of, I guess, space exploration history that's ending. Hey Adam, it's your first stream. Welcome along. Make yourself at home. Don't expect realism. Hey Dandelion, I just remembered. Hey Dandelion. Is this the no? This is the course that I want. Yeah, drive from next closest. This won't end bad. Oh, he's wearing a yellow shirt. Stop. Drive from the closest. That's, I guess, slightly better. Realism's far-fetched on this channel, pretty much. It is looking like we're going to need to fill this with more seeds, because we've still got quite a bit of field to go. Just download the brake mod, more realistic braking when you take off. When you take the foot off the accelerator, you glide along. See, I kind of like the problem with mods like that is, to me, that like I think the engine braking as is fine. Just subscribe. Thank you very much, Adam. Hey, Woodshed. I really feel like the engine braking in the game is fine. So I don't see the point in a mod like that. Like, if you think the engine braking is too harsh, then yeah, that by all means download that mod. But that was Opportunity Blackout. That was Opportunity that sang itself happy birthday by, what was it, activating its various pieces of equipment in a very specific pattern that it played happy birthday. How is Dave? Dave is good. How is Farming Boy 1? Dave has been up for a while and actually had 2 things to eat so far. So he's doing particularly good today. Dirt mod had an update with a mod conflict fix. Yes, it does, Dandelion. That was the exact fix. Was a change that needed to be made, I felt, just so that it didn't conflict with mods that had custom vehicle types, which you know, when it was fixed, it only conflicted with the dirt mod, but it would have conflicted with more and more and more stuff as time went on, so better got fixed quickly than not fixed at all and having problems. Yeah, that was the last transmission from Opportunity. Was my battery's running low and it's getting dark, and it's kind of creepy and somewhat fitting in a way. Hey, it's Dave! Scorpion! How am I? I'm good. How are you? For the Formula 1 fans, have you seen the new McLaren? It's orange. And has a chocolate sponsor! It's got chocolate, like, chocolate written on the rear wing, and I want chocolate now. So I hate McLaren. Hey, SCR! How you doing today? And Steve's Mods, hello. It's kind of sad, but at the same time fitting in us, do you not agree? What tractors I have? I've got a John Deere 6R. And can I see it from here? Yeah, just over there in the distance. You might be able to just make it out, is a JCB Fast Track 4220. That's all the tractors that I have. Fitting, but still sad, yeah. Oh, Henry, how you doing today, dude? Kinda curious of when the seeds are gonna run out, because like 3,000 litres of seeds has gone a surprisingly long way. Yeah, did you see the leaked pictures of the Alpha, Dusty? Because if not, have a look in my motorsports room, because that test livery is amazing. I want that to be their full-time livery. It's like black, but with so much red on it that it looks burgundy. Looks like this really nice deep burgundy. And I really hope that it's their actual livery, because that looks stunning. What about the... Already? This map hasn't even been out a week! I know for that drill, that is intentional Irish, because I don't want to overfert this field like straight away and not have to use the sprayer ever. What's my seeds at? 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Yeah, let's go refill the seeds. That's the traditional racing livery of the Alpha though, Yanis, is the playing card symbols. Just wondered. See, I don't like questions like that when there's a map literally just after coming out. Because it just... I don't know, it comes across as being very impatient and already being bored of the map. Simple fact of the matter is that there's not going to be many maps coming out for 19. Maps are a lot more difficult to make, and some of the guys that did make maps for 17 have decided for one reason or another to stop making maps. Two hours on the map already, you've not even started seeding yet. Have you finished picking up all the bales you made, Fahy? You love Cobra. I sincerely doubt we'll see Cobra. Unfortunately. It seems Bullet Bill doesn't want to make mods public anymore, which is his prerogative, it's his decision. And I think it's a shame. I think the community's losing out from that. Plus he doesn't like 19 for whatever reason. How many hours do I have on this game? Like on this map or the game as a whole? Because about 150 on the game, I think. And about 10... no, it'll be more than 10. Probably coming up on 20 on the map. It's his... Could I have filled this entirely with... hang on a second. That looks like it's the other side filling with seeds now. Have I... did I only half fill this during the video? Because I could have sworn it was the front one that was filling up last time. Nope. I didn't forget the fertilizer. Forgetting the fertilizer would mean that it was an accident. Or imply it was an accident. It's not forgetting if you're doing it intentionally. Once for yeah, but sometimes you can fill both with seeds. I thought they could both take seeds, and slightly annoyed. Yes, Liam, we did. One of them is by 4D, and he was very surprised when I congratulated him, because he wasn't entirely sure what for. I sent him a message on Facebook, congrats on getting the Balefort on console. He replied, "Oh, I didn't know about that." Wasn't aware, so he got as nice a surprise as anybody else today, it seems. I'm slightly disappointed there wasn't a new front weight today. I mean, we're really lacking for front weights. Hey, Hayden. Kind of want you to make your own map for 19. It is hard. It is hard to make maps. But that's why people do it. Tunes very Nintendo-ish. Yeah, this is what chiptunes are Irish, is like going back into the 80s video game music kind of style. And I absolutely love listening to them. Absolutely, Jeremy. Like, as I said to him, patience pays off. You just needs to be patient with stuff. Just needs to be patient with stuff, not patience. Need some more balers on console. I would agree with you there. I think more variety is always better. But as I've said to the CD, patience will pay off. Liam, watch the language. Also, hello, mod lurking. Hey, DMF. Hello to the mod who's lurking. Do I have a PS4? No. Hey, Shy! Completely unrelated to the mod that was lurking. Hello, Sylvan. They came out, was it yesterday or the day before Blackout? It's just the front weights have kind of become a meme of, like, there are so many of them on the bloody mod hub, it's hilarious. If you're not using a CD trailer and you're using the wrong one. I wouldn't go that far, Jeremy. I think there's some fantastic trailers in the game. But at the same time, I do agree that CDs are just... They tip the scales on British maps for sure. Hey, Oxy. I updated the map the other night, and I haven't broken it. So if I can update the map without breaking it, anybody can. I presume, by the way, you're aware of the strange shader errors that seem to happen at night, Oxy. That seem to be something from testing, bizarrely. How'd you get the old version of the Brown? The one with the excessive wear? I don't know why you'd want that, honestly. Oh, do you mean the environment errors at night? That, to me, it looks like it was tested in 1.3 and when rolling to 1.2 for people in game, it causes those errors at night. That's my favorite tractor, Massey 135. Are there any black maps out there to make a map? There's tons. There's always tons. Console version didn't have the error. Ooh. So it's a PC specific error. That's interesting. That's very interesting. How did that even happen? It's not at first, because there's always been there's sometimes errors and stuff that's specifically for PC, but I've never seen something just go wrong on PC. Yeah, I'm guessing it was tested in 1.3 and it changed some of the environmental stuff. That's my guess. And it doesn't roll back to 1.2 very well. Hellos. Julian, hello. I'll blame Giants for that quite happily. Blackout, if all else fails, you can just flatten one of the Giants maps, quite honestly. 1.3 out of beta yet? Nope. I think you've done something special to the community, Oxy, because everybody loves Marwell. I'm yet to see somebody say they don't like it. It's really brought the game back to life for a lot of people. Especially console guys who are getting frustrated. Wants an extended version? I'd take it. Maybe not immediately, but I'd very happily have an extended version of this. Are my game sounds low? Something doesn't seem right about my game sounds. Let's turn the vehicle sound up to like 50%. That's better. Is there a setting for the 4D monitor to get it like got attacked by an angle grinder? Not anymore, he fixed the exterior. The newer version is fixed. I'd have no problem with that, Oxy, yeah. You don't need to ask me, dude. You can just fire it off my way. There's no need to ask. I'm more than happy to help you out, dude. Which I believe is the same answer that you get from Landy every time you ask. You ask him as well. Yeah, rip supers. It was bound to happen though, Hayden. Like, the warning signs were all there, and when Emirates cancelled part of their order, that was the end of it. Did you get the new version of the Brown? It's on 4D's Facebook page. Well, I can imagine his answer, yes. Mine would be the same, but you already assured me that it didn't, so... You're waiting from day one. What happened to the A380? It's being discontinued, Blackout. Think you worked this field? Oh god. Yeah. I regret choosing a 6-meter seeder initially. I thought it was big enough, and then I was like, actually, hang on, I'm cultivating for like half an hour and getting nowhere. Maybe 9 meters is probably better. And even now, I'm like, maybe 12 meters is probably better again, but I'm not going to change seeder again this quickly. DMF, you're absolutely right, and I think there's actually room for tri-jets to come back. If they want to go with, we'll say something like a replacement for a 747, I think a tri-jet would be a better solution to a quad jet, but yes, it's almost all twin jets now. Just because of fuel costs. Why are they getting rid of the A380? Because nobody wants it. It's a failed plane. It has been since not long after release. It's great for passengers. Passengers love it. Airlines can't stand it because it's too expensive to run. Hey, Deutzfahren, Phasey. A 4-meter power hatton? What's a power hatton? Is it anything like a that word that I can't say because it confuses my brain? Do I have a tractor? No, this is a very strange looking plane, sorry. Harrow, that's the one. Power Harrow. It just comes out as Power Harrow. Hey, CD. A lot of people very happy for you today. It just breaks me, that word. What are you doing? Stop it. Did you use it to get the scratch 4D modding trailer? Technically, yes. I didn't. I cheated it to be used, but I'm not going to try and talk people through how to get it worn every single day, so you're best off using it and watching the wear kick in instead of just going, hey, it's fully worn, blup. In real life, Dave, not in the game. Oh, then no. I don't have a car in real life. It's not even that DMF, it's that airlines can't fill the A380. Like, passengers love it because of the luxury and all that. I think it could succeed if it was aimed at, you know, hyper luxury with fewer passengers but much higher ticket prices, but airlines wouldn't want to do that. They'd want to have the plane as full as possible. I'm a good streamer. Good for giggles. Pay when you're prepared. Yeah. There's a wear rule in the list for the crowdsourced challenge for the videos and the streams, for that matter. And I tweaked it so that I don't have to repair like trailers, because I'm not repairing CD's trailers because they look far better when they're worn to crap. I'll be very blunt. They're not getting repaired ever because they just look better when the paint's worn off them. I don't have a car. I don't have a car. I don't have a driving license. New farming sim game on the way. Farm and Fix. Who's it by, Dusty? Need this info. I need this info to be able to guess what it's going to be like. Play away. So the rebranding Farm Expert. And probably merging it with Farm Mechanic. Could be interesting. The A380 was also limited in the airports it could land at, yeah. And like airports had to have specific setups for the A380. Hopefully sending Peterville to Giants there tomorrow. Sweet! Good luck with that, dude. Farm sim, plus farm mechanic, plus farm renovation. Sounds like Farmer's Dynasty ripoff. Effectively. Because Farmer's Dynasty had the renovation and stuff in the game. Sounds like they're taking some inspiration from Farmer's Dynasty, which had some good ideas. I never played it, but it had some good ideas. And I'm hoping that Farm and Fix does take some inspiration from Plane Mechanic, because that is a really good... It's a bit too grindy for my liking. I will actually play it again, hopefully tonight, maybe. But I've got some commitments to do stuff tonight as well. I hope to get maybe a bit more played in Plane Mechanic tonight if I have the time. Made some commitments to other people to test stuff out for them in the meantime, so it might be a couple of days before I check out Plane Mechanic again. Because the Giants wingspan, it wasn't the wingspan, it was actually the... well, partially the wingspan, but it was mainly the weight. They needed, for an A380 you need an awful lot of extra infrastructure. The wheel of oh god not again is spinning tonight, yes. Whole trailer looks like a giant CGI trailer ripoff. I'm surprised I didn't get an email about that, actually. Did I get an email about it? No, I got an email about Plane Mechanic today, but not Farm and Fix. Curious. Usually I get emails from Playway. 3 hours ago it was announced. Yeah, usually I get emails from Playway when they even announce a trailer, so it's kind of odd that I didn't get one. Looking forward to giving it a try, though. I'll give it a go. Do I play FS19? Yes. Do I have wheel or controller? Yes. I have both at him. At the moment, I'm using controller, but I do have a wheel set under my desk. That honestly isn't set up because it's a pain to set up at the moment. It isn't set up at the moment because it's a pain to set up, and every time I set it up, I have to take it back down the same day, so that I can fit like dinner and stuff on my desk. Use the keyboard well, so it's just a faff. No likes what? What? If you're on mobile pass, sometimes likes don't refresh properly on mobile. But if you are liking the stream, guys, if you are enjoying the seeding and chatting and just chilling out and playing some farm sim, hit the like button. If you appreciate MARWELL Manor Farm, hit the like button. If you like air and breathing, hit the like button. And do feel free to subscribe and all of that other nonsense as well, if you want to see more from me. Be aware though that the notification button doesn't seem to work properly, so if you want actual notification for videos and streams, join the Discord, which is linked in the description box thing under the stream, because Yanisbot tends to announce when I'm going live. If you like hearing my slow descent into madness, do hit the like button. Simfabric are the makers. Never heard of them before. But if it's Playway publishing, then I'll probably get a key, which is pretty cool. Discord command is mod only because it was abused to crap in the past. Sorry. It's in the description. Recommend getting a wheel. If you can't afford a wheel, definitely get a controller. Would definitely encourage that. Spring this field, you're starting an idea, 60 people multiplayer desires, one use fire charge, 15 to truck. Oh god, that would never work 6. Be hilarious though. Space is a problem, yeah, if you got a small desk like what I do, like me, you gotta kind of work around it and set it up and take it down regularly. Hey, Fenton. Yeah, like Dusty said, people can moan and complain about farm sim all they like, but it is the dominant force in the market, and you know, it's gonna take something truly special to move it from that position. And the way farm sim is going, it might be immovable. You know, it's very hard to bring out a farm game now with no brands when farm sim has almost all of them. Especially if class come on board with farm sim, you know, you're gonna have to have brands in your game. I forgot about pure farming. Yeah, there's a reason I forgot about pure farming, and I wish to continue to forget about pure farming. Hey, Caleb. Class isn't confirmed as being licensed yet. There's a partnership in place, and I'm sure Giants and Class will work together to try and get a license in place. Farmers fixed as McCormick. I mean, it's a brand. It's better than nothing. But as I've said, McCormick tends to go with these smaller games that maybe aren't as good traditionally, and it kind of I think it reflects badly on McCormick in a way. That they always seem to be in games that just don't do well. What do you think of RTX and FS21? It'd be kind of cool if they did get RTX in. I don't know if they will, though. This sounds like a Pokemon theme. If Marwell was extended, there's an interesting looking farm at the top of Field 18 with what looks like a big placeable area. You mean to the southeast of it? That does look like a big yard, yeah. Giants are winning in the game race. SCS need to wake up fast. SCS are, in my eyes, just the best developers for simulators. They balance gamey things and simulatory things really, really well, and listen to the community on pretty much everything, so it's very difficult to knock SCS. Can you overclock Intel HD? No, that's integrated graphics. You can't overclock that. Behind me now. So yeah, off over there to the southeast. Yeah, that does look like an interesting yard. How long will I be streaming for today? I'll be going until 7 PM GMT. And tomorrow, I announced it on Discord earlier, tomorrow I won't be streaming Farm Sim. I'll be starting a trial stream, which is going to be just a themed day, Flying Fridays, where I do some FS Economy flights or just random flights in X-Plane 11. Do you know that I'm cultivating over an area that I've already seeded? Yes. I can see the textures. It's like Oxy's modeled that yard already. He may well have. Yep, SCS is the gold standard. Giants are coming close, I think. I feel. Week has flown. I just want a day of the week where I stream something that I just can chill with. I know that I don't stream on Mondays and I can play whatever I like, but that's usually me either sleeping or doing something else to just kind of get myself back into a good mental spot for Tuesdays, and maybe even just like bulk recording videos or something. It's just me taking Mondays as something that I can do whatever I like in. Fridays I wanna just have to myself for a game that I really, really enjoy, that's really relaxing and quite fun. Also, it allows for crashes in a completely different style. Could be ETS 3. I don't think there will be an ETS 3. Controversial opinion. I don't think SCS will update ETS 2 to ETS 3 ever. I don't think there'll be ATS 2. I think what SCS will do is bring out, we'll say, Asian truck sim, an African truck sim, an Australian truck sim, and South American truck sim, and kind of merge all the game worlds together into the World Truck Simulator, or maybe the World of Trucks. I think what they'll do is they'll just keep updating the games and maybe bring out like other continents. And make it into a World Truck Simulator. Because that would be the next logical step for SCS. Hey, Immortal, by the way. An FS Legend, hello. I'm trying to read as much of chat as I can, but sometimes it just zips upwards. There's much point in bringing out an ETS 3, really. There's only so much, yeah. I mean, all they can do is just update areas, and it's SCS, they'll do that for free. I can see them bringing Canada and Alaska into ATS. Yeah, the only reason that SCS brought out ETS 2 was I think they completely changed the engine, actually needed to like start from scratch. I wish my phone would stop going off while I'm streaming. Where did I see the new Playboy game? I don't know where Dusty saw it, but I guess it's on Facebook. That'd be my guess. Maybe their website? Thank you to whoever subscribed, by the way. I just saw the ticker go up by 1. Silver News! Get more on top of the news than I thought. GG! South America could be an ATS, yeah? I'm looking forward. I hope, because me and Landy, the guys on TeamSpeak, are trying to figure out where ATS is going to go and what route they're going to take. I'd like to see them kind of bulk out the west coast and then just kind of zip across to the east coast, like state by state, zip across, and then get the east coast stuff in, and then kind of fill in the middle. Because it'd be nice to be able to do transcontinental trucking trips. On ATS. Spain, Portugal, you'd like to see next in ETS. The problem with that is that they have to make Vive la France free, and that's a fairly recent DLC. Now, knowing SCS, they would actually do that. And anybody who has Vive la France would just get Spain, Portugal for free. Go across the bottom states of Florida. I don't think they'll go Florida. I think they'll go New York. I think that they'll do the kind of famous San Francisco to New York route. You're on MARWELL Manor, you own Southviews Farms and 5, 6, 7, 8, 21, 22. At the moment you're flirting with Nitrogen, 6250R and Cunaxis. Very nice, Immortal. Across the top, I would think Texas was probably going to be the last state for ATS, let's face it. That's by far the biggest, and it's going to be painful for them to do. So it's probably going to be the last last of the contiguous 48. Hey, Spudman. 2 states this year, 2 trucks. Alaska's the biggest. That's not in the contiguous 48, Hayden. Really pumped for Baltic DLC. Yes. I've not played ETS since Baltic released. I said yes, but then I clarified of the contiguous 48. because I realized that, hang on, no, Texas isn't the biggest because there's Alaska. Texas, though, has a much bigger road network than Alaska. Alaska would be awesome, but they'd have to basically put in Canada as a way to get to Alaska, or some sort of magic ferry. Which, to be fair, SCS have put magic ferries in before, so it wouldn't be beyond the realms of possibility. You're doing your geography project. Very nice. What's it on, Spudman? We're already down to 500 litres of seeds again, by the way. But we are nearing completion on this field. We are nearly done. The UK. Just all of it? Or like, hey, road dog. What crop am I planting? Oats. Hello, skin lords. 3 fills does the field just. Well, I've got... This is the second fill of this seeder. And I won't need to fill it... Well, I'll need to fill it once more. And it should be probably about half full by the time I'm finished. It has been tomorrow, you have loads more to do. Maybe you shouldn't be in the stream, Spudman. Just a thought, maybe you shouldn't be distracting yourself with the stream and you should be... Did I accidentally crush a crow there? Do I have manual attached? No, it's not on any worthwhile sites at the moment. Courseplay be seeing for you later? How big is the seeder you got, Faye? Did you go insane again and get a 4-meter seeder for this map? I can see Faye going insane again and getting a 4-meter seeder. 4 liters? Good lord. That would be the most stop-start seeding ever seen in Farm Sim. You know, my idea from the video got the seed tender. Ah. I think it's a good idea with the size of these fields. I think it makes sense. I don't know about realism, but I think, like, just from a logistics point of view, it's a good idea. Same one I'm using? The 9 meter, yeah. Can anybody remember? Because I genuinely can't. Have I ever used this before? This seeder? Because I don't recall using this seeder at all before. I know that I spammed the crap out of the 6 meter one. But I can't remember if I used this one. This is your Oakfield seeder? I know I had the 6 meter on Oakfield. It's been in since... Is it 15? I don't recall using it at all. It's the first time I've used the 9 meter. That just shows how... Manual attaching is out on Mod Hoster. See, I don't generally check Mod Hoster because it's a site that really skirts the boundaries of what I consider trustworthy. Works with the drill, but you can get it to work with the Vetterstad planter. The problem with Mod Hoster is, or with manual attach, is it can be a bit finicky. Have I got guidance steering? Yes. Despite the fact that it's on GitHub, which is notorious for having broken mods because they're whips, but... You use a mod from GitHub, you know what you're getting, you know you're run the risk. You know, I'll continuously say, Courseplay is very risky right now. I love Courseplay, but it is a risk to download it. I love guidance steering, but it's a risk to download it. There's a few other mods that I've seen on GitHub that look really good, but they're risks to download. Yeah, Seasons, when I started with it, I knew what risks I was taking with using Seasons from the GitHub. Back in the day. Much for the older GPS. I said the same to Wopster. That there's a learning curve to his GPS, and you know, I'm sure that once people get used to it, and once I get used to it, that I'll really like it. But yeah, you kind of get used to the old way, and Wobster's version is just this teeming bulk of what the hell is going on here. It's only a CGI trailer. That's the problem, is like CGI trailers are meaningless. I always kind of ignore them. What's the worst can happen with that mod? It can corrupt save games, corrupt your game as a whole, and you need to reinstall it. It can break other mods. It can occasionally even do damage to your computer if it's particularly bad. But you know, stuff like that stuff like that is the risks you run by using a work in progress script. A lot of headaches with GitHub in 17. Yeah, it's all part of the fun. Like, it's all part of the joy of learning a new mod from GitHub. Guys, it's seriously easy to set up. It's probably a bit easier for me because I've got all the shortcuts bound to my mouse. Now the vehicle volume is way too high. I wish I could... Let's set it to 30. Courseplay can also harm baby pandas. Yes. They always have like one comical thing that it might do. It used to always be like set your computer on fire. But I particularly like the harming baby pandas joke. Or was it like something about kittens? They had at one point as well. But they always have kind of one comedy thing that like it could, you know, set kittens on fire or something like that. And it's like, that's a perfect analogy of like that bag yeeted off the fork. It got yoted. Excuse me, sir, could I care? Yes, there you go. Could I bother you to actually empty into the cedar? That should be enough seeds to complete the field, but I'm gonna fill it up fully. It's right mouse to open courseplay. It's right mouse button. That one bag of seeds was just very rebellious. Because it yoted off the fork twice. There we go. Because I use control. You can set it to control delete if you want. Left control and delete, but I usually keep it as the right mouse button outside of like telehandlers and stuff. Hey Observe, how you doing? Keep in mind that I know the controls that I like using, so I'll just keep rebinding stuff to those controls forever. Big problem I'm gonna face is there's not gonna be a whole lot of field work to do, so I will need to, after this, number one, empty that bag of seeds because it's gonna annoy me if it's just left there half full, and number two, get the bale fork back onto the. I'm gonna use CD's bale fork just for funsies. I'm gonna swap out the black sheep one for CD's, and I'm gonna start off by feeding the cows some hay. I feel like that's a good idea. So that's kind of the plan for the next bit of work that I'm going to do. Is some bale stacking. With CD's bale fork, and probably quite a lot of frustration on my end because I'm not good with bale forks. Yo, I got a lot of hay. Can you see the bales from here? I do. I've only got the 10, like, is it even 10 cows that I've got? I think it's like 8 or something. 2, 4, 5, 6 cows. Welcome back, Nathan. How you doing today? You have 30 cows, they took over 40,000 litres. That wasn't even half their full amount. Yeah, cows are a bit hungrier in 19, it seems. I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good indeed. My right hand's a bit meh at the moment, though. Dave with the Balefork, you've got to watch. Yeah, me plus Balefork equals probably quite a lot of entertainment for you. Probably quite a lot of frustration on me. So, if you like watching people get gradually more angry at Farm Sim, watch me with a Balefork. Say when I'm using it. Prepare for much bale yeeting. But it's fine, because the first few bales are going to go into the feed mixer that people seem to hate. And I'll try and yeet them in for maximum yeet. And see how I do. Because I do need to get food for the cows anyway, so it all kind of works out. I'm gonna actually keep the black sheep fork just as a backup because I like it, unlike Landy. I know how to use it, unlike Landy. And, yeah, I told him last night that the black sheep fork, it takes a bit of finesse to use. But once you get used to it, you suddenly realize, hang on, this is actually a really good bale fork. It just doesn't work the way that he thought it did, and the way that he thinks it should. So that's what his problem with the black sheep fork is, to put it basically. Wolf the Bay, no, this is not Big Chungus. I am not that thick. I may be thick, but I am not a thick boy. Well, I am a thick boy, but I'm not Big Chungus. Landy, yeah, Landy doesn't tend to... yeah, in the nicest way possible, Landy doesn't generally have finesse with bales. He doesn't really do the whole slow and steady wins the race thing. Because he just charges at them with the bale fork and hopes for the best at times. If your laptop can run it, Pa, then yeah. I see no reason why not. Problem is, bales need finesse, yeah. I'm with Fahy here, bale stacking can get very frustrating very quickly at times. And you gotta be in like the right mindset for it. You gotta be in a slow and steady wins the race mindset, and it's not particularly a good mindset to do YouTube with. I'll put it that way. Because with YouTube you want to be as quick as possible with everything. And not spending over an hour and a half on the same field doing the one job like I'm doing, but this is the way I play the game, so deal with it. Did I use GE to cheat in the brown? No. I don't even have GE downloaded. Hey Rupert. How's Dave on this beautiful... Today's Thursday. Dave is good though. Only takes one bale to upset the whole bunch. Yeah. That's the problem with bales, is like, it does take a lot of finesse to get them stacked well. Would you delete when the game corrupts? The save game corrupts? The save game. You have to nuke the save entirely. Me and Lenny doing the bale stacking challenge would be fun to watch. I don't know. It'll probably descend into us swearing at each other repeatedly. Because I got bored and tipped the trailer over entirely. I think it might be, yeah. Like, put it bluntly, I much prefer having the brown than anything that's base game on this map. It just seems to fit better. Same with the bale trailer. I don't have the chieftain though. I haven't had need for the chieftain yet. Game won't load at all. You might need to reinstall the game then. You actually think it's much easier to load round bales and I'm of the exact opposite opinion. I find squares much easier to load because they lock together nicer. You got instance tomorrow for the secondary school. Do schools do that? Where are you from, Wolf? Think the cows take too much food? I think it's intended to balance it more with the amount of bales you get in game, Jack. Because you do get a silly amount of bales in the game. Simulator Germing, I hear you're using an Optum on this map. Round square triangle makes no odds to me. It all gets frustrating eventually. Yeah, pretty much. You mean I need to do the bale stacking challenge? No. From Carlo. I never had to do an entrance test. I was told you were a sim, so I'm guessing you are. Your cheese, no idea what you use it for, but it looks too good not to have. Pretty much, yeah. Jean-Luc, he is doing his best. If you're on PC, go to the 4D Modding Facebook page. By who? I think it was Mexican Sofa console. He's doing his best. He's got a lot of them uploaded and they just need to be tested. His first mod came out today though, much to everyone including my own surprise. The bale fork. I'll be using that momentarily. Remember second round bales in 2011 because that your vote, yeah. Use a chieftain for bills, not bothered to buy the brown. You said he was using. You said he was using the Optum. I could have sworn you said he was using the Optum. Do I need to look at my comments in my phone real quick? Spudman has a spud. That is, how am I not surprised? There we go. Definitely, Ennis. We'll be bigging up CD's mods if and when they come out, guys. Because he is, very bluntly, I don't know if he's here or not, he's a nice guy. And he puts his heart and soul into his mods. And I can't ask for much more from a modder. Welcome back, Hayden. You can't ask for much more from a modder than putting their all into their mods, and that's what CD does on a very regular basis, so you can't knock him for it. You're the beverage of gods. Pepsi Max? Or is it a cup of tea? Oh, tea. Gotta go, last mock tomorrow. Good luck with it, Finn. You might need it. I don't know how well you know the subject, but you might need the luck. Fermented grape juice? That sounds disgusting. Apparently you need to be a bit careful of the butterflies, by the way. They seemingly have collisions. Or so I've heard. These mods get priority for you? Yeah. I don't think a priority for me, because I try and use a bit of everything, but there's definitely kind of an added impetus to use these mods. I know what I'm doing here, by the way, vaguely. I'm guessing he's categorized it correctly, otherwise I'd be very confused. There it is. Oh! Yes! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! I have a girlfriend? Decidedly not. Rainbow is not just a pretty thing in the sky. Look deeper. The Yeetinator, now available in pink. What is the national drink of Scotland? You put Iron Brew. I mean, that's not far wrong. Every conversation is a mention of a girl in another class. Welcome to growing up, Wolf. That won't end. It's true, it's said it on the internet. I think the national drink of Scotland is actually whiskey, though. Well, maybe Iron Brew at this point, who knows? Let's see how well I can stack bales with this thing. Because this will take... The feeder will take 3 bales at a time, so... Quite well! I think that went quite well. How many things am I going to eat? As many as possible. I do enjoy how Landy struggled with the black sheep fork that had some vague locking to it, and I'm just there like, I wonder how this works. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Ah, quite well. No, Fahy. I have things that I need to look at tonight. Also, Fahy, have you been following the wrestling at all? For the WrestleMania storylines? I am curious. I broke a rule. Oh, I'm speeding, yes. Coincidentally, there's no speeding fine yet, so I don't need to fine myself. There's a rule saying I can't go over 40, but there's no punishment for it. There are speeding fines ready in the wheel, though. You did see Pedro getting very angry on Twitter. I'm guessing it's about the Becky storyline, which I think is really good. 500. It's 250. It's minus 250 for speeding in the wheel. I think that's fair with how often I speed. Stop turning off the engine! You know, I think this might have a locking script on it. The man was mentioned, yeah. I think he needs to realize that it's the Stone Cold storyline. No, it's B to open the gate, Dave. Oh, it's... Oxy, why do you keep doing... That doesn't count as a crash, I wasn't driving. What's this giving the cows? Hay silage, that makes sense. Nowhere near as much hay silage as I was hoping. Plan. I have a plan. Get bale, put in mixer, just using shed. Bale. Two bale. Makes more sense to me to just pre-stack the bales, and if the mixer's empty, I'm just gonna bring it over to the field again. Good. I think this is a locking script. It does, because that makes no physical sense. Oof, no, because this series has to make sense. It's supposed to be a challenge with kind of interesting rules, not just make Dave go bankrupt or not use things that he likes using. No yeet bale. Yeah, I think CD can say yes or no if he's still here. Does this thing have a locking script? Or some sort of lockout? I mean, that works too. Let's pick up 3 more bales while I'm over here with this. I'm like 90% certain this is some form of a locking script on it. Because like once the bale is on, it's on. Why am I not using the fast track? Because the fast track is currently ploughing. Yeah, Landy's gonna like this bale fork. Because it does... Unless it's just me actually being good with the bale fork, it does seem to have a locking script on it. Did I buy the fast track because of George Saunders? No, I bought the fast track because I wanted something to move things around when I was setting up fairly quickly. Which, by the way, that's the entire reason I got the fast track, is not because of George Saunders. It was only mentioned to me afterwards that he actually does drive a 4220. Which I found kind of comical that I'd accidentally copied him. I'm just gonna launch Landy a message real quick. Actually launch everybody a message. There we go. How are we doing for... Okay, one more load will do it. As a locking script because I'm not good with the bale fork. I am good with the bale fork, that's what's confusing me. But the bales still sometimes just go off in weird directions, so... So it's making me think there's a lock script. Also, you know, this helps with the it might have a lock script opinion. Because if I then take off the second bale, the one that granted is still on fork. Oh, the third bale did fall that time. It's just a Dave-proof bale fork. I don't know, but I like it. I think the black sheep one might be going away. Because, yes, the CD's one just kind of immediately gels with me very nicely. Other than the fact that it's pink, it's just a good bale fork. Where's the water trigger on this map? I would imagine that it's the lake. Which I don't know where the lake is, but there is apparently a lake on the map somewhere. Oh, I've also heard something about a green... Do not use this water for drinking. I would guess this green thing with the do not use this water for drinking thing and the tap on the front is probably the water trigger. Just a real quick thought. Because I heard somebody talking about a green barrel before being the water trigger, and yeah, that would be a green barrel that mentions water. So in the main yard, it's the green barrel, isn't it? Let's close the gate. Are you closing? Close the gate. Gate closey, please. There we go. Hey, Matty. It's not a crash if you can immediately recover. Hey, Chris. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Hello, Addy Boo. Let's grab the bale trailer and get the bales into a shed. Possibly a shed up here, actually. It wasn't a crash, I immediately recovered. I just said you can't... It's not a crash if you immediately recover from it. Free water? It's free if you steal it. See? Yanis agrees with me. If you can drive straight through it, it's not a crash. And I drove straight through that crash that wasn't a crash, but I'm... I'm coming up with excuses why it's not a crash. It was an unplanned vertical navigational detour. It's fine. Hey, Brendan. I'm doing good. How are you? Auto load on CD's trailers would be great. I don't think they need auto load, personally. Especially not with this bale fork, because it just works really well. I mean, if I can load bales really nicely with this fork, anybody can. It's the way I'm going to look at things. If I can do it, anybody can do it. He said it'd be adding auto load, but I don't know if I will be downloading the versions with auto load because I don't think they need them, or they need it. What do I think of the 511? The 511 is good. I like the older style tractors in general, so I mean that just fits into my I like it because it's old category of tractor. Excuse me, it was not a crash, it was a slightly vertical detour of the unplanned navigational variety. Genuine question, is it technically possible to crash into that side of the wall? The really low side? Because, like, any tire in the world would just pop up on it. There goes the fighter jet. It's a slightly threatening shadow to see, isn't it? Just picking up bales and then suddenly there's a fighter jet shadow passing over. That's always been my catchphrase, Jeremy. I never count anything as a crash. The RF-10 Tornado's now retired? Oh, that's kind of sad. You know it was a crash when I denied it? I mean, yeah, but still. Wasn't a crash. It doesn't count. I denied it, it doesn't count. Memo to self, do not turn too quickly with bale on this fork. I enjoyed in Landy's stream yesterday all the problems he was having with bales, trying to flip them and whatnot. Yeah, I have a bale do something that happened in his stream yesterday and I just immediately unflip it. Pleasantly surprised to see Giants have improved the Arcus and Sucker a lot. It's not really easy to use anymore. Oh, they improved it. I have not used that yet. Do you mean the 4-stack 6? Because I never liked that in 17, which is why I'm kind of slow to use it. Should you get Courseplay? I mean, if you know how to troubleshoot Courseplay, then yes. If you don't, then probably not. There was no damage! You can't prove a crash if there was no damage. A crash indicates there was damage caused. There was no damage caused by that vertical navigational detour. Rumor is Faye, they're working on it again. Troubleshoot? If you don't know what troubleshoot means, you almost certainly shouldn't be using Courseplay, because it'll go wrong on you, and you need to be able to figure out what's gone wrong, how, and why. Because the worst kind of bug report is like, this happened and I have no idea why, and it just happened and please fix. Sometimes you don't know the why of why it kind of why something's gone wrong, but you can tell them exactly what was happening when it went wrong. Rocks would have been knocked off the wall by the way of the tractor running over it, therefore it is damaged. There was no visible damage, Blackout. I don't care about reality rules. Game rules say there was no damage. I merely relocated the rocks by use of a tractor tire. That is not technically damage. Hey, Stephen. Have you any more arguments as to why that was a crash? Because I'm sure I've got plenty more as to why that wasn't. Do you know how many mods are in testing? Yesterday it was 240 something. So I'd imagine somewhere around that same mark. Like the barriers, the green dust. Exactly! They were relocated by use of a tractor. It wasn't a crash as they moved. There was no damage done. They can be moved back. 248. Ice Pink Balefork. It is by 4D modding, and I approve of the fact that he allowed any colour to be put on it, so I mean, you give me free choice of colour, there's only one colour that's going to be chosen. Especially now that it's a choice. When to upload Meadowgrove? ASAP, Nathan. The sooner it's uploaded, the better. I've just realised I should have been loading this trailer from the front, because now there's going to be a gap that I could fit bales into, but only from the rear.
Hello, Dave.
David Dowler, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Excuse me, could you... Can I interest you in my Lord and Saviour? Get off the bloody Balefork, you gits. Hey Kai, I'm doing good, how are you? How am I doing? I'm doing good. And before you came in, I was shouting, get off the bloody Baleforks, you gits. I'm pretty good today. Just having a mild argument with bales. This, by the way, is the brand new Balefork that came out today on the Mod Hub from 4D Modding. Definitely worth a look if you're interested in a new Balefork on your farm. You can put it, I think there's a version for front load, for like tractor front loaders and wheel loaders as well. Let me just check actually. That was the wrong button, Dave. Is there a version for skid steers? There's no version for skid steers. There is no version for front loader? I thought there was. Is there a version for wheel loader? There is a version for wheel loader, so it's for telehandlers and inexplicably wheel loaders. Nathan's gonna do his best, Matty. That's all you can ask of him. Can't refill the corn in your seeder. Why can't you refill the corn in your seeder, pa? There we go. See, you learn. That's how you get off the Balefork, you gits. Bales learn eventually. Who's better at stacking bales, by the way, me or Landy? Or at least dealing with bales, because Landy generally tends not to stack bales. Hey Thomas, you haven't been chatting? Hope you've been enjoying lurking. Landy cheats. Does Landy even stack bales? No, he uses auto stackers. $50-50. Landy auto stacks and then breaks everything. I auto stack and then occasionally break everything. Do you know what? I'm gonna sell this load of bales. A bit of extra money wouldn't hurt. So I'm gonna sell this trailer load of bales. You did me earlier? How did you do with me? How did me and Landy face? That's the best. Plus auto stackers are straight up cheating. Well, to an extent yes, to an extent no. It's convenience. And I approve of no, yay! No, yay! To corner too fast? Ah. A corner always gets you. Yeah, it's just there to be evil, I swear. You want to slow down? Where's the fun in that? You can't save a near flip if you slow down. What's food talk today? There's not been food talk today, interestingly enough. Placeable seed refill won't work. Interesting. Hey Liam, how you doing today, dude? That's the point, you want to crash now? Ah, see, I'm far too good of a driver to crash on demand. I am no Nelson Piquet Jr. So the full fry with spuds and gravy, very nice Faye. I don't know what I'm having for dinner yet. I'll find out when I get handed it. Look at this. Perfection. See, Blackout, it's because I am in fact far too good a driver. You were shocked not to see CD at the Brown factory? Why would you be shocked? Why would you expect to see CD at the Brown factory? Is a better question. I didn't. What do you mean, Maddie? There was no gate post that I crashed into. I didn't hit anything. Onwards to... This isn't the turnoff I meant to take. Excuse me, sir, I need to use your garden. Oh crap, he's... Okay, that was a crash. That was probably also a crash. I'm in the manor. I've invaded somebody's garden. I'll sort out fines on some outside of the... It was all going so well. What job did I do before YouTube? I worked in a lab. That's also not the correct turn off. Minus 2500. No, 3 so far? That's 300. You counted 400 then? Dakmar? Dakmar, don't put the H there. I'll have you know that was Faye's garden. He lives in the shed down at the end of it. Thank you, Yanis. Also, what was... Oh, Spud Pewter's jammed. Dang. What was said by the other person? Hang on. Would I like to work in a lab again? Yes. I want to point out that what Joseph Fuller said fails horrifically because of who I am. Just want to point that out. That joke doesn't work with me, you fool. So, GG, you pranked yourself. What joke? He made what I'm guessing was intended to be a disrespectful off-color joke. And it failed miserably. It was meant to be an insult, but in fact he just pointed something out about me that is in fact true. So he trolled himself. And he can't reply to that because he's banned, but... You know, he trolled himself. GG, well done. I applaud you. There's a certain level of dumb that you hit when you point out blatantly obvious things about people. Which you should really have inferred from my name, but apparently you didn't. Love this bale fork. I'm quite liking it too when it doesn't get the bales stuck on it. Because it does occasionally seem to get bales just jammed on it for some reason. That said, it is a very good bale fork. I think Landy's gonna like this bale fork, because it does seem to have some level of lock to it. You broke your... How did you break your YouTube blackout? Am I from Northern Ireland? Nope. It's in WD. Have a petrol and a lighter. Would that help? Might not be good for the bales though. It would make for some spectacular visuals. Might not be too good for the Hellhander either. Probably not, yeah. Faye has a point there. I don't think Telehanders all that, you know, really appreciate the joy of flaming bales all that much. Can I just, like, yeah, you go there and just get... Who knew you could roll square bales? Just knock you... Will this work the way that I want it to? Knock you flat. Oh! Do 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 do. Fixed it. Bale spike trigger's too big. Now, I think it was just that I didn't put them on properly and they were eventually going to drop off anyway. It just happened that it was when I was reversing. Have I seen the new Far Cry game? I'm not interested in Far Cry. Never have been. Okay, let's just make sure these bales are on properly this time. Yes, good, go. Hey Anthony, how you doing today, dude? Where's the seeding? I'm finished with the seeding. That's done. This is now preparing for more lime and ploughing, unfortunately. Because those are the jobs that need to be done on this field next. Then I'm comically going to reseed it in grass. I'm doing good, Anthony. Thank you very much for asking. There we go. Field 18, what a task. Yeah, I've got the seeding done in 18 at least. I've got the plough in 15 on courseplay because... Sorry to those of you who like watching me plough, but that's just too much. There's just too much with the little 5 furrow. I need to get a bigger plough to be able to do it manually. But yeah, it seems like 9 meter equipment is really the order of the day on this map. To get anywhere in any sort of reasonable time frame. Let's leave the straw bale. We don't need the straw bale. Took you 3 hours to plough field 15. The fast track I think is coming up to its 3 hours. But it does have 20 headlands to do, so it might take a bit longer than you did, Dagmar. Because if you remember in yesterday's stream, I got very angry with the fast track and told it to do 20 headlands. In the hopes that it wouldn't start hitting the trees again. You lime subsoil seeded and you don't have the joy of courseplay. Yeah. Courseplay is really useful for, in my eyes, just like doing stuff that is going to be way too time consuming for YouTube. I try and avoid using it if I all can, but like when there's a job that I know is going to take several hours, I'll just throw courseplay on it because I can have it running in the background during a stream. No. I can just have courseplay running in the background during a stream or a video or something. Or both, as it has been lately. Hey Welsh, you're gonna be a father! Congrats! Congrats, dude. Fast track detention. Well, it's also so that I can alternate the tractors, Dusty. June, October. Congrats, dude. Best of luck with that. Hey, GL Agri. Hello, Greek person, whose name I still can't understand. I should probably learn Greek letters at some point. There we go. You know, I thought this bale stacking would take a hell of a lot longer than it's actually taking. So what I'm going to do real quick is... Do I want to take the detour? Oh yeah, I'm going to take a little detour. What's the weather like? It's dark, so I can't tell. That sounds like a really non-answer. I could look out my window, but it's dark and there's no lights around the back of my house, so I actually don't know what the weather's like. Judging by the fact I can see into the distance, it's not raining too heavily if it is raining. Vagelis. Yeah, I'll take the detour, why not? We're gonna go up and sell this, because... reasons. Best spec can hold 4 whales. I know that, Dakmar. The trailer, however, is not exactly happy when you put 4 bales on it. So it's a lot better for a balance point of view to put 3 bales on. 3 bales high. Otherwise it's very top heavy and it doesn't appreciate that. So well, yes, 4 bales is much more efficient. 3 bales is better. David, I've heard that Decker, the person who made Follow Me, is working on some mods for 19. Don't know which ones, but I'm hoping Follow Me is one of them. I presume it will be. Love this Telehandler. I actually like both of the big Telehandlers, the Massey and this one. So I'll kind of alternate between them. The smaller Manitou with the articulated one, it kind of gets on my nerves a bit. Articulated Telehandlers tend to, but yeah, the bigger two with the 4-wheel steer I really like. This comes up to just under 1900 RPM, which hints that it's a diesel. What car do I drive? I don't. That's one of the more popular questions. But yeah, I don't drive. I don't have a license or a car. Alley-oop. That very strongly hints that this does in fact have a lock script. So yeah, I'm willing to say now this fork does in fact have a lock script on it, which is nice. David Extreme title, I got a car. No. Do you think they've been watching me? That's good, because I don't plan on driving the UK anytime soon. No, I don't plan on getting a car anytime soon. Getting a license is way too expensive for me right now. So I'm probably going to just try and get a bit more life in my computer, or future-proof it a small bit more. With the way you guys have been sending super chats, I'll be very honest, it is way over 90%, 95% of what I made last month off YouTube was super chats and memberships and sponsorships and stuff. With the way you guys have been helping out, I might be able to get some new computer parts within the next couple of months. I was kind of expecting it to be until June before I could actually get any. And the main thing is going to be getting, for me at least, a 2080 or something. 2070, 2080. Then I'd like to get into... I'd love to be able to get into VR, but it'd have to be kind of sit-down VR because I don't have the space in my room. They, I think, do in Ireland, Janice. Laws here are a bit odd. But, yeah, I'd love to get into, like, sit-down VR for Project Cars and stuff. With, like, an Oculus Rift. Because that'd give people a whole lot of motion sickness and put me in the game a bit more. You know, your tractor license next month, very nice. How expensive is a license? I have no idea, but it's outside of my budget. most things are outside of my budget right now. Because my budget is as little as is humanly possible in order to save up and get a new graphics card. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting to get most of the bale stacking done today. €500, it's probably about the same in Ireland, if not a small bit more. Dusty's doing the road license for cars at long last. After driving stolen bikes for so many years. It's a bigger budget than you at this point? Yeah. Notice how he's not denying the stolen bikes thing, interestingly. Just pointing out how many years he's been stealing bikes for. 95 just for a provisional? Yeah, that's... You mean a learner's permit now, Dan? Because they have changed the terminology, because a provisional is now like the full license, but for the first 2 years. When you're a novice driver and have those silly little end plates. Let's do a bit of fixing of this bale stack, hopefully. In the UK, it's strange, messy. A lot of stuff is government subsidised. But yeah, provisionals in the UK I think are free. Or very low cost. There we go. Perfect. Hang on, is... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bales? Is that all that's left? 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bales is all that's left. If I upgrade the GPU, will I have to upgrade my processor? Nope. I think right now the GPU is in fact my bottleneck, so... Because I got a 4.2 GHz processor, I'm running it in turbo mode. So it's fine for now. Can't see it being a bottleneck anyway. Alpha's livery is better than McLaren's, TJ. Lessons are expensive, costing 25 a week with cars insurance, yeah. GPU should always be the bottleneck. Well, sometimes RAM is. Now, if RAM's the bottleneck, that's a really cheap bottleneck to fix. Can you put liveries on a Telehandler? Probably, Dakmar. With, like, ad strips and such? I can't see why not. I really wish that those special one-off, like, really... or launch liveries were just, like, enforced to be the actual livery of the car. Somehow, because... like, Red Bull's launch livery is always so much better than their normal one. I want a car that looks interesting, not like a can of Red Bull. Even Toro Rosso's, it's just a can of Red Bull soda, that's fine. Red Bull Cola, is it? That's fine, I like that livery. That's a good... Why is Spud Peter chirping so badly today? Probably needs a reboot. But, like, the Toro Rosso livery I like, because it's interesting and different. How's that for bale stacking, guys? Like, this looks vaguely realistic as a stack of bales. I don't know, Stephen. I generally don't watch VF, so I don't follow any streams. Don't want to put the bales into that. Landy's using that jet, I know. Did you ever check out Tim Holmes' design on Facebook? No. But I know a lot of the like Facebook designers tend to come up with better liveries than the actual car designers. Why are the bales angry? Yeah, this will be good bale storage. Frostbook Monster Read was amazing, yeah. I heard, by the way, Dusty Dave, this came out yesterday, Mark Blundell is going to be in British touring cars this year. The former Formula 1 driver, former Le Mans winner, is going to be TCC this year. These four I will actually stack up as four because I'm going to bring these over myself. Hey, Dandelion. I need to find a way to watch BTCC. Because I've heard it's much better racing than like 90% of other styles. Because, I mean, touring cars are just inherently good race cars. Anything that's road-based tends to make a good race car. Look at GT3s, GTEs. Just make good race cars. You've been live twice at Snetterton, very nice. I used to watch it religiously as a kid as well, but that was when we had ITV as like a satellite service before we got Sky in, and like ITV isn't a base service here in Ireland. So it's quite difficult to get ITV programming, especially if it's like ITV 2 or 3. Like, I think the BTCC's on with the extra... Oh, for the love of crap, I'm leaving a bale behind. I'm not going to stack them 5 high because I don't trust myself enough. Danny's live, but we'll get these bales over to the shed and then we'll call it a stream. How's that? First, the next video is coming next week. Very nice, Dave. Looking forward to that one. So I'll get these into the shed and then we'll call it a stream. First BTCC race is this Sunday? Oh man, I gotta try and find a way to watch it pretty sharpish then. You guys TV. It's because it is Scottish television in Scotland. ITV is independent television. Oh no, you're motocross. I thought you meant BTCC, I got confused. Dave, you know how easily confused I am. Excuse me, Bales, could you... Get all of you, not just the one. This almost certainly is a lock script, just looking at it. There we go. Perfect stacking first time. Failspite. No, I would put the error there on the user, Dan. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, like and subscribe. You can head over to Landy, or you can watch today's crowdsourced challenge video. Where... Yeah, alright then. We started the seeding and sold off some crop. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.